Hello and welcome back to my Let's Challenge of Ratchet and Clank. In the last episode we completed Planet Eudora and the Blog Tactical Research Station in Nebula G34, and we arrived here on planet Rilgar, and we have 4 lives going into this planet, and we're going to start off by going this route over here. So the important thing about the start of this level is you just cannot go anywhere near the water. There are large sharks-like creatures in the water. They will kill you. You will have no chance if you get in the water, so just don't go anywhere near it. So anyway, we're going to be able to head this way. This is the slightly less combat-orientated route. So we get to use our brand new Hydro Displacer here. You can see what it does, drains. Somehow it contains all of that, supposedly has all of the water in that tiny little sack it's got, and then can randomly refill these things. But in a series whose weapons are so crazy as Ratchet and Clank's, you can't really question the gadgets for their sort of the logic of their existence. Anyway, we're just going to quickly collect these. I know they're just single bolts, but yeah. It's more for my OCD than I guess. It's more for the collectionist in me than anything else. So yeah, so we're going to head up here. Get this. Which allows us to go through this path. And we do have enough bolts for the, we have to spend 4,000 bolts, I believe, at the end of this, just to continue, which is, I think it's 4,000, I'm pretty sure it's 4,000. So we'll zip round here. We might have the option of getting a new weapon, actually, soon, which is also good news. So we want to break, you want to essentially drain it so you can break that, and then, we'll swim through once we refill the pool. So up here. Okay, so yeah, hopefully we should be able to get through the whole of Rilgar, and we might not be able to do the whole of Umbrus. Umbrus is a long level. We shall see. We shall see. Yeah, it's not actually, it's a wall combat. So this is the planet with the hoverboard races, and quite a few of the few skill points associated with the hoverboard races. We'll see what we can do there. I'm debating whether deaths in hoverboard races should really count, or whether it should just be more considered if I lose the race. It's difficult. I don't know. Okay, so this is the hard bit, rather infamous little section here, where we've got to escape this rising water level. It's really not that hard. You've just got to there's a path down there which we can't take yet that requires the O2 mask. But yeah, you've just got to keep moving fast. The long jump is really helpful here. I'm actually doing this rather badly, but anyway. Okay, we should be fine. Nope, okay, that's bad. That's very bad. We might be okay if I get a miracle of a run underwater, but I don't think we're good now. I think we are actually okay. Oh, thank goodness, wow. I'm quite surprised, actually. I thought I was going to, thought there was no chance that was going to happen, but, okay, wow. Surprised, pleasantly so. We managed to avoid another death, which is always good. And we arrive here at the next story-based scene here, which which is talking to the bouncer.
Hey, press conference is over. Captain Qwark don't want no more reporters bugging him in his trailer.
Oh, you see, my friend and I need to speak to the captain about a matter of galactic security.
You mean you and your walking camera? You paparazzi make me sick. Now beat it.
But, sir, I'm sure the Captain Qwark will understand once we...
Now, save it. I know how it works. You convince me to let you in. You snap a picture of the captain in his underpants. Then you sell a picture to the info tabloid for $1 million votes.
You've got it all wrong.
Meanwhile, I'm stuck here making 6 votes an hour, and I have to listen to a lecture from that cheapskate Qwark. So you don't get in unless I get a kickback in advance.
Yep, so 4 grand bolts.
See how it works. You grease the hinges, the door opens.
Captain Qwark?
What's that?
It's Ratchet and Clank, Captain. You know, from the hub.
Oh, yes, I know who you are.
You do?
Yes, and thank the galaxy you found me.
Huh?
There's an awful plot being hatched to destroy our planets.
Ratchet, he knows.
Great. Does that mean we can go hoverboarding now?
My friends, we're all in grave danger, and I believe that together we can put a stop to this madness.
Together? You mean you want our help?
Look, Ratchet, I've been keeping an eye on you, and I've never seen anyone with such raw talent. You are a true hero in the making.
Really? You mean I could be famous?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, here, take this. What makes one man toil in obscurity while another becomes a hero? Is it strength, compassion, determination, or just pure blind luck? Wise men through the ages have struggled with that very question, but Captain Qwark knows the secret. That's why he's been able to defeat more despots, rescue more damsels in distress, and save more civilizations than any other hero in the galaxy. Now is your opportunity to see if you've got the stuff heroes are made of. This infobot contains coordinates to Qwark's secret base. Can you quickly conquer Qwark's killer cannonade of confounded contractions? Can you quickly Can you quickly quit? Oh, just make your way through the defenses to the center of the base. Prove yourself, learn the secret, and earn your place in galactic history. Consult your doctor before attempting any strenuous exercise. Not responsible for death or dismemberment. Your results may vary. Meet me at my headquarters.
Hey, Captain Ratchet, what do you think?
We won't fail you, sir. We promise.
So there we have it, Planet Umbrus, and the story is continued. We finally met with Qwark. I do think, you know, you've got Ratchet though, it's like it's Ratchet and Clank from the H. I think he is meant to say the hoverboard races, but obviously we haven't actually done that yet. We will be doing that next. So we're going to head back to our ship. I wonder if a new weapon is available. If it is, I think it's the Mind Glove, which we get access to next. Which might be 5 grand, and I don't think we've got that. 7,500 so. Still got a ways to go before we can afford that, so I think there might be a skill point for taking out one of these tanks using just your wrench, thinking about it, which is really easy to do once you get the O2 mask, because once you get the O2 mask from planet Poketaru, once you get that O2 mask, the gases that the tanks sort of spew at you, they actually do no damage at all. I thought I was not going to make that. Thankfully we do. So yeah, we get illustrations of the 2 sets of enemies in this area. You've sort of got the soldiers who are meant to be stopping the soldiers who are meant to be stopping the amoeboids, and then you've got the amoeboids themselves who obviously have their unique ability to divide split, you know, all that stuff. So off on this bridge. So we can zip through all of this, climb up here. I do enjoy this. So if you trigger this, you will actually get the you'll get the fact that the amoeboids will fight with the soldiers, or you can try and take them on individually. But it's a nice way to sort of save ammo if you want to, or you know, just make things slightly easier for you, I guess. It's hardly necessary though. These there are much harder challenges to come yet in this area. So anyway, we're going to head downtown via the air taxi. And you can see here we've got soldiers fighting the amoeboids more. And for some reason they think that we're like associated with the infection or something like that. Just quickly grab these bolts over here. Button. Fine. Didn't mean to get hit there, but oh well. There's more than enough health nearby to mean we don't really suffer for it. We can head up here. Put some more bolts, and now we can talk to this guy, and this guy is a rather important character. Gives us access to...
Rhino for your robot. Trade you.
Well, okay.
Ratchet.
I'm kidding. Sorry, he's not for sale. What's a rhino anyway?
Rip ya a new one.
What did you just say to me?
R-Y-N-O. Rip ya a new one. Why, that's the most powerful missile launcher in the galaxy. I know it's worth a lot of bolts. He must have stolen it from the Flars.
Stolen? Look, trash can. Did I say anything about it being hot? You better watch your mouth or I'll...
Wait, don't tell me. Rip you a new one.
150,000 bolts. 150,000 bolts. That is obviously tremendous amount of money in this game, and yeah, we will not be, as I've said before, we will not be able to reach that colossal amount of money for the end of this Let's Challenge. But nonetheless, we can continue on. Onwards, forwards. So you've got a couple of the big amoeboids in the middle. There's also a button which opens the doors, which allows the soldiers who are in the sort of the various areas around this sort of arena section to all flood in. So I think that's what we'll set off, because it's always fun watching enemies destroy other enemies, I think. Lovely. And getting hit doesn't really matter when we've got so much nanotech just around, which is it's fine. So now we have to head this way. Up back into the city. We've got this random area where essentially these grids. Goodbye. I do love the sound of the amiibos. I think they are great enemies. Ow. Goodbye. So that's obviously the first path. There are multiple others that we can take now, so we can go this way. Love is doing a lovely job of taking out these guys. So that's everything there. Yeah. And now, so in order to get to the gold bolt, you might have seen the gold bolt just around there. First, let's take out this. Take out these tanks. Too close. Oh well. But yeah, in order to get to the gold bolt, what you do is you can glide down to here, and then we can use these platforms along the top. If you don't fall down like I just did there, to access the gold bolt. There we go, lovely. How do you access the other those guys? Is there another path? There might be another path. Yeah, there is another path. So yeah, you're meant to see that broken switch and wonder how on earth am I meant to get to the secret, but it's not too hard to work out how. So now, where do we go next? I think this will be pretty much the end of the level once we head up here. So what do we have next? We have yeah. Nice. The path just here allows you a quick access back to Qwark's trailer, but there's no, I mean, it's not like you can access. You obviously need to activate both switches in order to be able to do the passage in between, so it's kind of pointless in many ways. Only really useful if you're returning. But now we'll be able to talk to the hoverboard race.
Welcome to the HoverCon Intergalactic Hoverboard Competition. Captain Qwark's giving away a brand new Platinum Zoomerator to the winner of this competition.
And then there's the rather, well, I suppose it's pretty infamous by now, the infamous little hidden thing that if you do backflips in front of this woman, her breasts randomly enlarge to rather hilarious proportions. I have no idea why it's in there, but anyway, you can see they're getting bigger. But anyway, so the hoverboard races, and because we don't have access to the Platinum Zoomerator, which is the gadget which allows us to essentially I don't think deaths inside hoverboard races should count as deaths overall, because you obviously are just immediately reset. So the hoverboard skill points specifically, there's one to do with performing tricks. Obviously we can't perform, like I say, we don't have the Platinum Zoomerator, so we can't perform tricks yet. So this is pretty much just stay out of trouble, hit as many boost pads as you can, and you should succeed. Used to be a big glitch where you could actually use the Hollow Guys, which is a gadget we get later on, to get inside this track and walk around as Ratchet, and then you could use the Taunter on the boxes in... the Taunter breaks boxes from range. Oh, come on. And you could use it to break the boxes on the massive jump at the end of this track. Like all of these boxes, and they just continually break. You get loads and loads of bolts. Might not with this. Come on. No. Wow. Well, that was my fault for driving really badly. Okay. So that we lose access to the Glove of Doom, I guess. So yeah, if you fail, yeah, for some reason the music changes once you fail. But yeah, one of the skill points is primarily to get a lap around here as fast as possible. Can't remember exactly what the time is, but requires a lot of cutting corners and other sort of tactics to maintain your speed. Damn. Obviously, for some reason, these aliens can just plow through the explosive boxes without any worries. Ah, dear. But that skill point is also very much made easier when you have the Platinum Zoomerator.
Here, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce this year's HoverCon Intergalactic Champions. Let's give it up for newcomers.
Ratchet and Clank. Hey, look, that's us.
Today's winners will take home a brand new professional-grade Model T15 Platinum Zoomerator. Manufactured by Gadgetron, this hoverboard drive delivers more lift, speed, and maneuverability than any other anti-grav device on the market. Well, folks, that's all the time we have. Tonight, remember to set your infobots to the Qwark Classic channel for tonight's episode of Dogfight Over Death Canyon, starring yours truly. Thank you, and have a Qwark-tastic day.
So there we go, we get the Platinum Zoomerator. And yeah, so essentially the Platinum Zoomerator allows you to do is it allows you to perform tricks in mid-air, and when you do so, depending on the amount of tricks you perform and stuff like that, you'll get a degree of boost, and so you don't need to just rely on the boost panels on the floor and those boost rings in order to get keep at max speed. But yeah, annoying that we lost, essentially. It's just very annoying. So let's go back, gadgets, quick select. I'm pretty sure I got the Glove of Doom after I got the suck cannon, so yeah. Yeah, because Taunter was there, so damn. So we're down to 3 lives. We'll be immediately back up to 4 once I buy the Mind Glove. But so that is Blackwater City. You should see, yeah, I got 1 of 2. We can't get the second, as I said earlier. We've now got to go off to Planet Umbris.
Can't hear you.
I said, haven't we done?
Sorry, still having trouble. Tell me later.
Later? We might be dead by then.
What?
All right, Clank, let's get going.
So, Umbris. Now, this is probably more of just a frustrating level than a difficult one. There are some genuinely annoying bits, but it's not that hard, as long as you're just a bit more consistent than I usually am. So, let's get the Mind Glove.
Great bargains for you today.
Mind Glove is a weapon which, in general, is just not that useful, I would say. Certainly not one that I use a lot. So, if we head down here... Bingo! So, nice. So essentially the whole obstacle course that we have to go through is filled with these mines, and they're simple enough to destroy, but it can just be, it can obviously be annoying if you don't destroy them early on. So anyway. You can shoot these things, but that just causes a temporary, nope, up foot. Well, no more Mind Glove. Good thing I said that it was her. I'm doing this really badly. I feel like I am not showcasing this game to its best. And certainly my abilities at this game to their best. 2 lives lost, okay. Gotta get that Mind Glove out of. Come on. That's not what I want. Quick select. And... Don't think the sub-cannon works in the mines. I'd be surprised if it did. Thankfully, the mines, the stationary mines are really easy to take care of. It's just the moving ones later on which are a bit more problematic. Oh well. Okay, so. Okay, so now. There we go. Nice. So we get introduced to tripads here. Essentially, you just need to hit all three within the time limit, and whatever they are blocking will open. Lovely. Could use some blaster ammo, if that's okay. You. Okay, sorry. Sorry that I'm not talking so much. Just concentrating, making sure I'm not messing up. Well, come on. There we go. Good. Okay, so if you head this way, you get access to a gold bolt, the first of this level. You just got to hit these three tripads in time. Just for security's sake. And yeah, so there's our first gold bolt. There are two, and we can actually collect them both, thankfully, on this planet straight away, which is really nice. So we don't need to return to Umbris, which I'm rather glad about. This might actually be one of my least favourite planets just in general of the Ratchet Clank series, which is saying something, because there are a lot of them, but yeah. Just don't like Umbris for some reason. And obviously I am failing at it quite miserably at the moment, which doesn't improve my feelings towards it. So probably not going to complete the entirety of this section. Ow. Come on, you're being lazy. So, there we go. Nice. We're not going to hit the tripads this time, so we're just going to... There we go. So you do that, you get access to this area. Pretty sure there is a checkpoint halfway through, so I'm just going to try and reach that. Pretty sure it's pretty close to where we are now. Don't waste too much ammo. Okay, so now we'll hit. So essentially the gold bolt is located, I believe, behind that door there, and the way you access it is you climb up here. The Ratchet's rather long climbing climb up here, and then you want to, is it from here that we can do it, or do we actually have to wait? We might actually have to wait, which kind of sucks. Let me get it. We'll get to the boss, I think, actually, just thinking about it, might as well. So, obviously, these large fish in the water are a pain, but once you drain the water, they're not a threat at all. I never know if those shells, I never really experienced, because obviously I don't swim in the water for obvious reasons, I never known if those shells actually hurt you when you're in the water. Okay, so now, why do I have a feeling that you can actually get over to where all those boxes are without needing to refill the water? So, there we go, nice. Because we need to have the water drained in order to have the hydro displacer full for when we go to our next the next thing here, which we actually need to fill up, obviously. So in order to make our way across. Don't know if the sharks are just like, you know, insta kill like they are in Rilgar. I just realised that I've probably made a mistake. Oh well. But yeah, you need to go down here, kill all these sharks, make sure they're not going to cause any issues for you. Okie dokie, so now, yeah. So yeah, so here is the area which you need to drop down into in order to get the gold bolt. So that's our second gold bolt of this planet. I believe in an earlier episode I said that gold bolts were actually used to get skins. That's actually only in later games. In this game, in the original Ratchet Clank, you use the gold bolts in order to buy gold weapons, which are essentially supreme versions of, just like much better versions of the weapons you already have. Is it full? It is full. Is that bad? No, that's not bad. That should be drained, this should be full, and then we just refill this one, and then we'll be able to swim through, really access this inside of this base. Yeah, there's nothing outside, so... So you need to lower the water in order so that you can actually make the swing shot. And also because the next pool, I believe, is empty, and you're going to need to fill it. Okay, so that's good. So now we can head up here. We can use the hydro displacer. Get access to here. We can use this to open the door. I'm pretty sure you can't actually you can't actually climb up to where that is without redraining it, which is always something I found rather bizarre. But anyway, so we'll get up here, make our way through here. We don't want Glove of Doom ammo, we can't use the Glove of Doom. Blaster ammo is very nice, thank you. And here we are at Qwark. We get lots of ammo for weapons we can't use. More ammo for a weapon we can't use. And so we have Qwark here, the cutscene, and this is going to be it for this episode once we do this.
Well, you two continue to surprise me. Step into the ring of heroes, and I will finally give you what you deserve.
Ratchet, this is no time for you to become cautious. We have reached our goal.
I don't know. There's something fishy going on here.
Listen to your little metal friend, Ratchet. Your destiny is mere steps away.
It's just something doesn't seem right.
This is it. Qwark is going to help us stop Chairman Drek.
Why, thank you, Clank. You've been most helpful.
Get off of me, you idiot!
I love it when a plan comes together.
What do you mean?
What do you think he means, genius? He's not gonna help us. He's gonna kill us.
You catch on quick. Although there is one problem with your hypothesis, I'm not going to kill you.
You're not?
No, he is.
But why?
But why? It's really not that difficult to decipher. I'm the official spokesman for Drek's new planet. I can't have you two getting in the way of my comeback.
This isn't over, Qwark.
No, but it will be soon.
So here we have the Blargy and Snagglebeast boss battle, and but we are going to call this episode to an end right here. We've had 2 deaths this episode, which unfortunately means cancels out the weapons that we've won back, which means that we are here with our quick select. We have only 3 weapons to our availability. We can use the bomb glove, the blaster, and the suck cannon, which, to be honest, isn't a bad set of weapons. I'm not too worried about this yet. I'll get worried if we lose access to the Devastator, or we lose access to the Visibomb gun, or just any important weapons. But this is proving to be a rather interesting playthrough because I'm a bit disappointed that I've died. Wow, I've died 4 times. 4 times before Umbris, or through Umbris, which is really not that great. So I'm obviously not playing quite as well as I could be, and I'm going to need to work on that over the next things because this game gets fair amount harder. Fair amount harder as we keep going through. Orkson in particular is going to be a nightmare. But I hope you have enjoyed this episode, regardless of my failures. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of my Let's Challenge of Ratchet and Clank, and I hope you will join me on the next, where we will hopefully survive our meeting with the Blargy and Snagglebeast, and then we'll move on to planets Battalia and Gaspar. So I hope to see you then.